Hi. I'm going to, in a few minutes, discuss the difference between Messi and Ronaldo. Well, I'm a Messi fan, and as much as I want to say that I would be making a very objective analysis, it will still be in my Messi bias, as much as I pretend that it's going to be very objective. But let's start, and then maybe you'll decide how objective I try to be. Both of them are fantastic players, excellent athletes, and yeah, Ronaldo has done a lot for himself, but let's start with Ronaldo. Ronaldo is the perfect example of what success is for my generation. Focus on yourself, do a lot of things, make money, get all the girls, have a good body, so he's marketable. Messi, for what it's worth, it looks like he's called the natural. He's not that It's not as vocal, he's an introvert, is all of that is just naturally good. However, people always term the word natural to seem like he doesn't work hard. Well, the idea of having natural talent, like people say, in my opinion, comes easier to Brazilians than even Argentines. I mean, we only see probably two Argentines that we can talk about, Messi and Maradona. Ronaldinho could have been what Messi is. Neymar could have been what Messi is. Those are natural talents. But what cuts you short is either in discipline, lack of focus, or injuries, or whatever. So Messi is also hard work, as much as we want to always hide under that idea of natural talent. And Messi, for what he's worth, is also the reason he's not a marketable person that has a lot of noise like maybe Ronaldo fans do, is that it's like him constantly being shamed for being decent. Like, he's a calm guy. He's married, one wife, his kids. That's not the understanding of a celebrity that the world wants to celebrate today, where there's a lot of disorientation and lack of value in what should be portrayed or put out there. Ronaldo is the ideal. Okay, he has girlfriends, he has the models, he has all of this, he's good looking. That's what we want to celebrate today, not some modest guy that just has one wife. Shows that same level of loyalty to Barcelona. I mean, he had the choice to choose when he was that young to have played for Spain. Do you know how terrifyingly good that Spanish team of 2010 to 2012 was? It's that one that won the World Cup and the Euros, and when Barcelona was at its peak in tiki-taka and all of that. He could have chosen to play for that team. He would have won a World Cup long ago. He chose Argentina. Loyalty. That's not what this generation understands, actually. Loyalty. He could have played for that Spanish. Do you know how that Spanish team was a team that would field 11 players, and 6 of them would be Barcelona players, and 5 Real Madrid, or 5 Madrid, 6 Barcelona. And then when substitution comes on, you're taking off Pedro and you're bringing in Fabregas, another Barcelona player. That's how good that team was. Just remove Messi from that team. That's Barcelona team. The whole of that Spanish team. Everybody playing for Barcelona that was Spanish was good for the national team. He didn't play for that team. It's loyalty. And he did that same thing with Barcelona until he had to go because of lots of issues after COVID and all of that stuff. So he's that person. And then now, also the difference is that Ronaldo has numbers. And a lot of time, people put the idea of numbers as part of the thing that has to be mentioned in the GOAT debate. As long as you can score a lot of goals, you win a lot of trophies. You win a lot of personnel medals and all of that stuff. Goals is what puts a lot of people in the GOAT debate. Messi has numbers too. Maybe as good as Ronaldo's numbers, but that's not just what defines Messi. That's what defines Ronaldo. The goals and the numbers. That's the difference. He scores a lot of goals. And this is where I differentiate them. I say Ronaldo is the finisher. Ronaldo is the best, one of the best, or arguably the best finisher in the world, at least that my generation has seen. Messi is not just a finisher. Messi is a creator and a finisher. And personally, I would choose a creator and a finisher because Messi is that person that will not score a goal in a game and still be man of the match and will still be the best player on the pitch. you can rarely see that with Ronaldo when he's not scoring. When he's scoring, he's at his peak. When Ronaldo doesn't score a goal, he will rarely give you a man of the match performance. I might be wrong, but I have not seen one. I mean, I've not. Maybe there are a few times, but not as many. Messi would not score at all, and he will still put up a man of the match performance for you. And he will still have the same. And Messi has also shown to the world in 2012, what year was that, when he scored 91 goals in a calendar year, that if he also focuses, like Ronaldo has focused on just goal scoring, that if he also decides to focus on goal scoring, he will be as excellent at it. Same way Ronaldo has. Ronaldo, even as a goal scorer, has not been able to do 91 goals in a year. Even with all the numbers, with the fact that he's played a year ahead or a year and a half ahead of Messi, more games, the numbers, the numbers and the stats still almost match even with Messi. But take away the number and the stats, actually the beauty, one is just beautiful to watch. And I would end this with like Plato, with some philosophy, which maybe if Ronaldo fans, you have to do a lot of reading to be able to have an idea of what I mean. And that would be Messi's, according to what Plato explains in the world of form. Messi is like world of form. He's like from the footballing gods. Ronaldo is the closest to the world of reality. Ronaldo is the closest alternative to what Messi is. And the world would always love an alternative, an underdog story. The understanding of a girlfriend. Messi is like someone who is bullied for being modest. Oh, you have one wife, one man, one wife, children. You're so traditional. You must be a man who has a baby mama here, who has conquered a baby mama in Europe, a baby mama in Italy, and baby mama in Saudi Arabia. Like, that's our definition of success now. Commercialization of your life or moving around. To be very honest, the same thing Ronaldo was moving around trying to prove was what Messi was winning alone in Barcelona. World best, La Liga, Champions League, whatever you're moving around to prove a point for, I can stay one place and make the same, score the same amount of goals, win La Liga, win Copa del Rey, win Champions League. And now he's even won the World Cup. It took him years. Spain won it in 2010. He won it in 2022. 12 years after Spain won it. For a choice he decided to make, playing for Argentina instead of Spain, and he stuck with them. 2014 they went through, they got to the final, they lost. Even I was broken that year. We came back again. 2018 they were knocked out. Came back 2022. So that shows resilience. The same way I like Ronaldo. One thing I like about Ronaldo is his mentality. He has a monster winning mentality, which is fantastic. Is also one of the things that he's a beast. When it comes to winning. Yeah, but for me, so that's the difference. One is just a numbers person. He scores a lot of goals. But just listen to the commentary that people say. Just watch a YouTube commentary or whatever commentary of both of them play. The highs they'll say, oh, beautiful goal from Ronaldo, blah, blah. But when they talk about Messi, they start to give you things. They start to use words that you just cannot explain. That's how beautiful. I mean, I've seen Messi live. I'm not just someone who's talking because I'm a Barcelona fan or a Messi fan. I've seen him play live. I watched him in 2016 in Barcelona Espanyol at Camp Nou. I probably didn't even watch him when he was here in Paris, and I live here, but I watched him in Barcelona. It's just a joy. He didn't score until the end of that game, but it was just beautiful for the entire game. That's the difference. One is a finisher, one is a creator and a finisher. So that's, with these few points of mine, I hope I've been able to convince you and not to confuse you that Messi is the greatest of all time. And like Peter Drury will say, for those of you who would like to still continue to argue, for those of you who will still try to continue the debate, he has rendered himself the greatest of all time. In Messi on it.